in the beginning, I'm down here, the horse would be up here on the ramp. They see a hole, they're more apt to run over me going that way. So if I'm standing right in the center of the ramp and I have the horse looking at that side, well, when they look over my shoulder this way, they're going to see a wall. So they're less apt to run over me and try to go that way. All right? They see a hole over here, but I'd much rather have one try to drag me off and go that way than run over top of me. So I always load on this side because it puts me in a safer position. And I'd rather have one get away than have one hurt me.
He said he was going to make
Y'all agree with that?
He said he was.
Okay, so I'm going to ask him to take a step forward. At this point, I'm not going to let the horse look anywhere but at the trailer. I don't want the horse to look over that way. I don't want him to look over this way. I just want him to look at the trailer. Ask him to come forward, and then ask him to go back. Now I ask him to come forward. I asked him to come forward because he went back before I asked him to. So I'm going to tap until a foot comes forward. There. Now, have y'all noticed that this shoulder is starting to come at me? So you're going to see a lot of ways the horse can say no. All right, this horse right now is thinking of running over me with that shoulder and stepping on my feet with that foot. You watch when I tap, see that shoulder came straight at me. Rather than scold this horse for doing that, what I'm going to do is kind of lock my elbow here and not let this hand move. When I drive this horse forward, what it's going to do is put a bend in his neck and take that shoulder away from me. I'm not going to have to do anything but lock my hand and say, come forward, but I'm not moving my hand. There, the shoulder had to move away. If I let this hand move, that shoulder will get to me. So I'm asking him to come forward. There, that hand's just locked, so the only way that he can come forward is if he's going away from me. Now right there, this pony decided to step up on the ramp. I'm going to say thank you and back him off. What my goal is to see how quiet I can have this horse just step up on the ramp without stepping on me. Right there, or every time he's tried to come forward, he's come at me. I want him to come forward, going away from me. So I'm going to keep tapping until this horse comes forward and away. There, it went away as it came forward. Then I'm going to ask him to step up on the ramp again. He didn't step on the ramp, but he stepped closer to it, so I just stop and say thank you. I'm going to back him up. The part of this that I want to be absolutely perfect is that horse stepping here and backing up. If you try to go any further before this is perfect, see right there when he came towards me again, so I'm going to hold my hand until he gets over on his side of the ramp. I always say there's an invisible line here. They're never allowed on my side. I had a lady down at the ranch one time when we was working on trailer loading, and her horse kept coming at her, and I said, if you don't get really strict about that shoulder coming at you, it's going to be stomping on your feet before long. And I think I jinxed her because the very next time it came forward, it stomped on her foot and broke her toe. So I really exaggerate that line. I do not want them on my side of that line. Like there, the horse came forward. There it came forward. I kept tapping because I want it to come forward on its side of the ramp. I don't want it looking over my shoulder because that's where it's going to be going if I let it look that way. You'll see that I will not attempt to ask this horse to go into the trailer whatsoever until it will walk up on this ramp without me touching it. If I got to touch him to get him onto the ramp, he doesn't want to go in the trailer. Well, if I put him into the trailer, then I'm setting him up to get hurt. Because then I'm setting him up to blow up because he's afraid. If I can get him to walk up here and not park out like that, Just I point, he walks up without any hesitation, then I can expect more. Then I can look for